We need secure, viable, profitable U.S. companies, profitable Canadian companies, or we're not going to have an airline profession. I believe many people see it this way, that if we can get through this period of time, U.S. carriers will be able, perhaps, with proper government policy, compete globally. If they don't have that, they're not going to be able to. But weakened carriers will fall by the wayside. Together we can do anything. And it's this group that's leading aviation in this country, I would say the world. You can do anything if you stick together.
As an organization, ALPA must continue to be a leader in aviation safety and security, and also a foundation and backup for when our systems are on hold for any reason. Because science, and to be blunt, common sense, would dictate that adequate rest should not be the province, should not be the privilege of somebody who just happens to have passengers sitting behind the flight deck door rather than cargo. But what is behind the cabin door is also important because it can also be a threat to our skies. Lithium batteries continue to be a deep concern for all of us, especially after Flight 6 with UPS had their accident in Dubai. Just last month, the final report on that investigation was released to the public, citing that the fire originated in a container holding a significant number of lithium batteries. And by significant, I mean 80,000 E-cell lithium batteries that were found scattered all over the debris area, most of them charred. We cannot overstate the danger posed by unregulated shipments of lithium batteries, and without an acknowledgement of that danger, we will not find solutions to prevent similar such accidents from happening.
Audited results from 2012 show an operational surplus on a consolidated basis of $970,000. Now, this is significant for this reason. This is the first surplus that we've shown since 2005, a strong indication that we are trending in the right direction, in part because of the decisions that all of you have made in this room in handling your pilots' hard-earned dues dollars. For 2012, ALPA dues revenue was $110.6 million, a 3% increase over 2011, which is encouraging. Looking at ALPA's 2012 expenses, flight pay loss incurred was $31 million, which represents a 24% increase that occurred because of multiple factors, including activities at United and the now former Continental, as well as attendance by our status reps at our biennial Board of Directors meeting and contractual pay raises negotiated during the year. Travel-related expenses of $16 million reflect a 14% increase, largely directly related to those flight pay loss activities. Professional fees of $14 million represent a 17% increase over 2011 activities. And ALPA PAC expenditures of just over $1 million, which is almost double the spending of the previous year, which is a testament to our commitment to political candidates, Republican or Democrat, as long as they support our pilot partisan agenda. We don't care what party they're from. We support candidates that support pilot issues, and a doubling of our PAC expenditures demonstrates that commitment to those lawmakers. All other expense categories in 2012 were either flat or reflected decreases over 2011 expenditures. Thanks to your continued focus on financial discipline, ALPA's operating contingency fund balance in 2013 continues to move in a positive direction. This year, for the first time, we allocated an additional $200,000 off the top of dues income that will go into the OCF operating fund. As you'll recall, the operating fund provides supplemental funding to MECs with 1,000 or fewer pilots, or those that have pilots with average earnings of less than $75,000. The current balance in the OCF is $7.7 million, which will ensure that MECs have supplemental funding available to them to fulfill their pilots' goals and objectives.
At last year's Board of Directors meeting, the Professional Development Group was asked to study the effects of the huge number of ALPA members who will turn 65 in the next 10 years. The Pilot Career Study Committee, which is made up of members from the Membership and Education Committee, continues to discuss this issue and what we need to do to grow ALPA for future generations. Now, early in my presentation, I talked about how ALPA is pilot serving pilots. One ALPA member program that illustrates this point perfectly is the ALPA Emergency Relief Fund. I've been honored to work with this fund and its directors for several years now. I can tell you that it continues to face two big challenges. First, making pilots aware it's available. Second is raising funds. To better promote the ALPA Emergency Relief Fund, we're rebranding it Pilots for Pilots, or P for P.